Hello there, this is Dragon Ball Genesis, and a happy Thanksgiving to you Americans out there. And, this is a new home screen. If you hear any barking or clapping in the background, the National Dog Show's on right now in the other room. So yeah. Oh, hey, a bit of a download. Okay, while that's going on, I need to explain a few things. For any of you guys who don't, watch the What If series, or the one that's currently going right now, which is the What If Every Single Saiyan Survived. This will be a little crossover, which I'll probably do every, at least one or two every What If.
What do you say? Let's
In
give
this
it a
case,
shot.
this is the Trunks timeline. Because I didn't go over, like, the history of that timeline yet with the change with the Saiyans. Okay, so you get what you sign up for, so hopefully some of you people will start to...
What do you say we give it a whirl?
Some of you will start to go over and see the what ifs, and some of the what if peoples may seem interested in Dragon Ball Legends and start watching those, so that's also another good thing. I'll start off with some okay, so pretty much, you know how the history of Trunks starts out. You got your Gohan returning while Goku is sick, and he arrives too late because Goku's already dead, except for, in this case, Gine and Bardock are outside. Some of the Saiyans who respect him are outside. And it pretty much just goes as you expect. When the androids show up, a whole bunch of the Saiyans, including,
I won't
in
lose.
This case, Nappa, who don't really care about their own well-being, think that they're, let's just say, the stuff.
No more holding back.
They pretty much
Don't make trouble.
Not
keep
bad.
their...
The real fight starts now.
Oh my gosh, this is a fight in that. So a lot of them pretty much immediately get themselves killed.
Good as dead.
Sorry, this game needs a little bit more attention than the... But when they show up, a lot of the Saiyans die, of course. So I think they beat them. And unlike the normal one, Piccolo kind of tries to stay out of it for as long as possible, so that the Dragon Balls won't disappear. And you get people like Nappa, like I was trying to say, who are training on their own, not really caring what's going on, only worrying when will it get to them, and wanting to deal with it when it does. And so, you know, Trunks is already born by the time when History of Trunks starts. And about a year later, Jinja is born, and pretty much every human Z fighter is already dead. Vegeta's dead. And Gohan, Jinja, and Trunks. Jinja was left in Gohan's care, and Bulma decides that Trunks would probably have a better chance at surviving if he was under his care as well. So in this, we get Bulma focusing all of her time on the time machine. So she doesn't have to worry about Trunks, but she does plan on him going. And so Jinja learns pretty fast how to turn Super Saiyan, but Trunks kind of has the same problem he does with not being able to experience true anger. But the reason why Jinja is able to transform is because she knows what it's like to actually lose her dad, because when like a couple years before the story really starts taking off in the anime,
How about a friendly round?
we kind of get Bardock kind of wants to go against him to see what he can do, but he knows that he's going to die.
All right, time to get serious. Like that?
Let's see what you got. I'll show you a nightmare beyond the...
So yeah, he does end up dying. And this forces Jinja to transform because she doesn't want it. What happened to her dad to happen to anyone else, including her mom.
Lend me your strength! Let's go!
So
An
pretty much
pitiful effort.
sorry I don't have a clear mind today. There's going to be a lot of babbling. Hey, look at that. So, yeah, then it pretty much it gets to the point of, or when it gets to the point of when
That's the spirit. I commend you.
where the normally where when it gets to the point where Trunks is normally training under Gohan, they are a little bit stronger than they are, and Jinja her power level pretty much matches Trunks's. If not, she's down by 100 or so. So she's got a pretty good chance. And then it gets to the point where Gohan tries to face them but tells Jinja and Trunks to stay back. But, you know, they don't listen. Because, you know, they don't listen. Or they don't want to listen. And they end up going there halfway through the fight. And when he's being distracted, the androids shoot Gohan in the back. So rather than
by me.
using an arm, he just gets shot in the heart.
Good as dead!
The real fight starts now.
I wanted to land that Razor
There
Edge.
aren't many who can fight me as an equal. Well done.
So, he gets pretty damaged and they have to flee, but at least he's not missing his arm. And he takes a Senzu Bean to heal it, but it's not healing right. The wound is too deep, because if you know, the Senzu Beans aren't technically a magical healing drug. They're supposed to be, or they don't deal with major wounds like cut off arms or stuff that gets too deep. And then Bulma realizes that he's kind of paralyzed, which he had noticed before. It's just that he's been flying and using his ki to move around, which is putting a strain on him. Because it got that deep. And so he starts training Trunks to take his place, since he can't really fight that well anymore. And he can only move stuff, or he can only move what's above his shoulder blades, so like his arms and his head, but he's not in control of
Let's do this.
anything else.
Allow me. You're as good as dead!
I'll grind you to powder. Got it done!
You won't get away! Allow me.
Boom.
You are no match for me.
Sorry, it's getting too distracting. This. So Trunks keeps failing at turning Super Saiyan, and Piccolo is still around, so they try to gather the Dragon Balls to wish for Gohan to be healed. But when they gather the Dragon Balls, it turns out that the dragon isn't capable of healing nerve tissue like the spinal cord either, like sensu beans, because it's just too much of a, well, let's just say deep wound. But then they try to wish
You can't beat me.
for the androids to be normal humans again, but it also doesn't work. So then they learn that the dragon can't do anything about it.
Let me show you what a Super Saiyan can do.
Nice. But then they asked for him to bring back everyone who's died, and then right as the wish is about to be granted, the androids come because they saw they yeah, they saw the glow, and now they know where the lookout is, because they were wishing on the lookout. So they killed the dragon, and then killed Piccolo, and then Gohan tells them to get down. So they do, and then they see a huge explosion. And after hiding for a while, they go back up to see that Gohan had died, and that's when we get the kind of the scene from like History of Trunks where Trunks goes Super Saiyan for the first time. I'm gonna keep the rain in there for effect. So yeah, it's raining. But nobody was brought back to life, sadly. And so Trunks and Jinja, for a while, train as Super Saiyans and get a lot stronger, to the point where if they both worked together, they probably could have beaten one of the androids. But they really want to focus, but Trunks really wants to focus on him being the strongest, like Gohan was, and Jinja's all for working for a team, but she doesn't feel right when she doesn't do it herself. I guess you could say that she's kind of against it, but not all the way.
Now I'll show you my real power! Don't make... I'll grind you to powder.
So, yeah.
Allow me. You're as good as dead.
And that's when they get the call from Bulma, after 17 and 18 ambush Trunks and hurt him, and then Ginger blasts them away and flies him to Bulma's for medical attention, but it turns out that he just has a concussion. They get told that the time machine is finished, and they end up waiting for a few days, hoping that she'll get some extra fuel. And she teaches them how to use it. And that's a pretty, I guess, botched form of it. I say that because I've been skipping around and And most of you who watch the other stuff knows what happens. And the next Dragon Ball What If, every Saiyan survived, will...
I'll handle this. Don't make trouble!
It'll be on the Otherworld tournament, and possibly what's going on Earth in between the 7 years, and some extra stuff after the Otherworld tournament. But this should be the last bit of the video for any of you that
Leave this to me.
yeah, for any of you that... Oh. Wow. What was I saying? I can't remember. Oh. Yeah, this will be the last bit of this episode. I hope you guys look forward for the next Dragon Ball What If, and the next Dragon Ball Legends, and for some of you, both. And for some of you that may only turn out to like these little crossovers every now and then, I hope you're looking forward to the next crossover, which, to be honest, might be Uh, to be honest, maybe Christmas. Maybe sometime in January or February. Uh, that all depends on whether you guys want me to go into Super or GT timelines or both. Because I think I'm gonna be doing.
I'm game. I'm game. I'm game. I'm game. I'm game.
Yeah, you are. But yeah. Oh, hey, this is new. Oh, hey. Speaking of future drunks, party hard. Whoever can draw a female shallot, that's pretty much what I think Jinja as. She's just kind of smaller. And that will be it for today. Hope to see you all next time for whichever one you decide to watch, if either at all. Good